Hold on. Hello, everyone. This is Joshua Stewart, host of Autism Corner. I got my co-host here, Tyler Havlicek. Say hi, Tyler.
Hey, everyone. How you doing tonight?
We are doing good. Finally, we are able to do our podcast to the full extent with no interruptions.
Yep, definitely.
So we are going to talk tonight, Tyler, about what are we talking about?
We're talking about what the first thing we're going to talk about is expanded Medicaid and SSI services for people that live in group homes and residential.
Right.
What's going to happen is actually at the beginning of the year, January 1st, Social Security income, SSI, disability, whatever you want to call it, has increased 8%, I believe, for people that live in residence. I don't think this applies for people that live at home, but I think this is more for people residents because we get the services that they offer. So this is really, really, really great news. I'm just really happy about that.
Me too. And
Yeah.
then, Tyler, we were talking about the Able Now accounts are being expanded as well.
Yeah,
So
they're being expanded for younger age groups and for basically everyone, So, and
Yeah,
you can do more with it now. So Josh will tell you a little bit about what the Able is about.
So the Able Now accounts, well, Able Now is just one account I have. There's all kinds of Able accounts, but I have an Able Now, and I highly recommend them because you can do a lot with it. And there's no minimum to join or get anything, and you can save over your normal amount. Most accounts, if you have a normal bank account, you can only have $2,000 in it. If you have this Able Now savings account, you can save over $2,000. It is awesome. I love it.
Basically unlimited. It's like a trust fund, for people with
It's like a
disabilities.
trust fund. It's like a trust fund, but you have a debit card and everything to it.
Yeah, and we want to thank.
I know, Ty. Don't worry, we got this.
No, that's all right. Yeah, we want to thank Ian Balter for that suggestion.
Yeah, I thank Ian for that suggestion.
Yeah.
Ian was the one that recommended that to us.
Yeah, so I'm really happy. Thank you, Ian Balter. If you're listening, thank you so much.
Yeah, so with that being said, and what was the other thing we were going to talk about, Tyler?
The other thing was the minimum wage increase for DSPs. Hopefully it passes the Senate and House. Hopefully. This will be great news in the future, about 2 years, going from $15 an hour to $21.50, Josh. And this is not even for just for general population, but it's going to impact DSPs very much because what are we advocating for? A livable wage. It's time the DSPs get a livable wage. It says, I've been getting a lot of requests from agencies coming to me, a lot of emails and everything. They want a livable wage, and we are on a mission as advocates and advocacy organization and groups to get a livable wage. Finally, we're in 2023, and we're still talking about a $15 minimum wage. It's time for a livable wage.
You can flip burgers at McDonald's for that.
Yeah, the people, the DSPs that work in these group homes, and they get spit at, they get all these things. They're making as much as people that live in McDonald's. It's ridiculous.
I know. Like, they'll probably say, I'd rather do McDonald's than fucking do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, that's not what we want. We want our DSPs to want to stay here.
Yeah. And they even have more responsibility than a bus driver that just drives a bus for 12, 15 hours. Scat buses are making $21.50.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They rather go there. There's so many. We're losing staff all the time to these places.
Yeah, the turnover rates are ridiculous. An average staff only works at a group home or residence for a month, less than a month. And day habs are even worse, probably a couple weeks to a month. I mean, it's ridiculous.
No one wants to work for a crap wage when they can be doing something else. Another job with less responsibilities. No one wants responsibilities on getting hit at or cursed at and everything. No one wants that.
Yeah. And they can't defend themselves,
Nope, they're not allowed to, because if they do, they get fired, which is not right. Because I'm gonna be honest. I've seen some people in my old day they are awful. They
Oh
are
yeah.
awful, and they do some awful things I've seen.
Yeah, and we have a
And
DSP, Rebecca Jensen. She tells us all the time about everything going on.
whether it be DSPs in her own place or even
Yeah.
herself or even her individuals, they are terrible. And even some staff are terrible, I hear.
Yeah, it's
And we
ridiculous.
it's just crazy. We need good staff time. It's like enough is enough.
Yeah,
We need to get this going, and we need to get better. We need to get better DSPs. We also got to get these agencies to stop taking that money from the DSPs that like they give money for the DSPs to get raises, and the agencies keep taking it.
I know, and we also got to get with the higher increase in paychecks. We need to get proper training. And
I,
Josh can tell you that for some instances at his house that happened where the staff didn't have proper training.
yep,
And if they're going to make if they're going to make a livable wage, they need to have proper training.
I totally agree with that. If you want livable wage, get the proper training. But they trained our staff finally. They trained our staff finally. So my staff and me are getting along now. But I can tell you, at one point they weren't trained properly.
Yeah, that's a big thing. If you're gonna, and honestly, I love management. I love the executive teams, but I feel they need to work with the staff more. It's like a ladder. The staff are on the bottom, the executives are on top. They need to work with the management. They need to work with management, and management needs to work with the staff, and the staff need
Yes.
to work with the. It's just
Yes.
yeah,
With that being said, that's very cool. Like we are working very hard to do what we need to do.
yeah.
And
And I'm subscribed to all the advocacy newsletters that are available, and I forward it to our team. And so, if I find anything else, who was talking about the scat? Remember,
oh,
able becoming? I
oh
can't verify
yes,
that.
that was became no, that was I think that was
Was it
some
James?
by James. Yeah, James said Scat and Able Ride are working together now.
Yeah, I can't confirm that, but
We
if we
can
do
confirm
find
it.
any concrete information on that, we'll definitely relay that on.
Yeah, we'll definitely relate on, but we were hearing that Scat and Able Ride might be working together now because they're having trouble getting drivers.
Yeah.
That's what
So
James said when we tried to do the podcast the other day.
yeah, public transportation is a big issue in New York State, and that's another thing we need to expand on because we have public transportation here on the island and the city, but we don't have it upstate.
Yeah, they should get upstate because that'd be very cool if they could get that for everyone. Like, it's not
Yeah,
fair.
imagine if we had a statewide public transportation for people with disabilities network.
That'd be cool. That'd be so cool. Imagine we could take a trip upstate to go on
Yeah,
vacation.
yep. Affordable bus ride to Albany, and we can go to the conferences and everything.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool. Like, that would be so cool.
Yeah, we also really happy to announce that Danny's, as of this year, is now doing in-person conference. And that's,
Yay.
so Josh's gonna try with his agency, I'm gonna try with my agency, and we're gonna try to get up there for the
Yeah.
advocacy conference later this year. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to advocate to go to that conference with my
Yep.
agency. I'm going to have to make sure I take off that week that's on. So I want to make sure that I get that going because I really want to be a part of the in-person conference again.
Yeah.
I'm going to advocate to my higher ups in my agency because we need to get our voices heard.
Definitely. I agree with that. And and we're also expanding and a little bit to touch on the budget this year. We don't have the executive 2023 budget yet, but we're waiting on that for the governor to release it to OPWDD, and they'll release it to the agencies. But once we get a word on that, we'll have a whole budget coverage, which is actually due April 1 of this year. So So we hope we can get everything ready. You know, everything.
Yeah,
that
because
we want in it.
this is good because we gotta get our team going. We gotta get everything going with us. Like we're trying to we're trying to work with everything. You can read, like I said, our Autism Circle group is trying to get everything going.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and we want more people to join our Wednesday group. I'm trying to get more people. We had some members going to join, but they bailed out, like that girl member.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if she did.
so
I finally was able to get a hold of her on messengers on a group on a Google thing, but I don't know if she replied back yet.
oh, okay, yeah, but
Yeah, I think there was an error on Google at the time. Or
yeah,
something happened. Yeah, but it was like crazy. I'm like hoping we can get more members, really.
yeah, definitely. There's a lot of potential out there, and I think they'll enjoy our group. Our group is very funny. We joke around and everything, and
Yeah, we have a lot of
yeah,
fun. We're hoping that girl. Oh yeah, Tyler. That we had a girl that Heather knew. Heather knew on the Wednesday group. Hold on, I'm on a podcast.
yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
going.
so what I'm saying is that it's crazy. It's like we are trying to work on like so Heather knew someone that came to Starbucks, but it wasn't for us.
Yeah,
And we might be able to get her to join. Her name was
nice,
Katie. So that being
cool.
said, Taz, that any more do we need to talk about today?
Nope. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for supporting